Elfrid Payton.
Well, the other thing that the Warriors were able to do is keep the Magic out of the lane, and certainly the Magic were not shooting the ball well last night. Not a very good three-point shooting team, but they couldn't get in the lane.
They couldn't do much of anything right last night. They allowed Golden State to shoot 58% for the game. Here's Fournier. And great chase down block by Alex Len. Well, he came out of nowhere. Payton nearly stole it. Here's Ulis. Tyler Ulis now averaging 4.6 points. Steadily rising. Averaging just over 10 points the last 3 games, plus 8 assists.
Yeah, both these teams like to run.
Here's Ross. Suns second in fast break points behind the Warriors. The Suns average just over 20 fast break points a game. Nice backdoor cut by Warren.
TJ Warren, just such a nice controlled shot. Sees the defense cut off the baseline and he goes straight up.
Orlando wanted to run last night, but they couldn't because Golden State never missed. So they didn't have any transition run out opportunities.
Yeah, they shot almost 58%, the Warriors did last night, but nice backdoor. Ulis, who had 13 assists the other night against Sacramento, a double-double with 13 points and 13 assists. You like playing with a guard that's just going to set you up.
That's the most assists by a rookie this year. Brogdon of Milwaukee had 12. Tyler averaging 8 assists over the last 3 games. Magic up 5-4. Suns come in 22 and 46. 13 and 22 at home. The deep blast by Chris. Marquise Chris averaging 11 points on 39% from 3 over the last 6 games.
During the course of this season, you've seen Keith's growth get better and better. Not just the confidence on that outside shot, but once he learns how to put the ball on the floor and attack, it's going to open things up a lot more for him.
Splendid look there by Elfrid Payton to Fournier. Elfrid Payton is the floor general. He's not known as a scorer. He's a facilitator. He had 2 straight triple doubles recently, and he almost had 2 more in a row. Here leaking out is Terrence Ross with the highlight reel spinorama.
Well, the one thing is you can't overlook an opponent off a back-to-back. You've got to come in prepared. And right now in this first quarter, the Suns just a little slow to the ball.
Alex Len fouled by Aaron Gordon. Let's check out your keys for tonight's game, Andy.
Well, the fact that, it's a young team starting for the Suns. Have fun, young guns. I mean, you can put it up and run. Run with this team because they do have a back-to-back, and be prepared. You can't overlook the fact that Magic did have a back-to-back. You can't take advantage. You have to take advantage of that fact, but you can't overlook them. But you got to have fun out there. And this is a team that likes to push the ball, and certainly you can put a lot of shots up. Last time they met, and again, both these teams are completely different, but the Magic had 18 more shots than the Suns. So the Suns have to do a better job on the boards.
Both teams clearly should be loose. Suns have won 4 in a row over the Magic, 3 by 5 points or fewer. So they've been pretty competitive games. Vucevic grabbed by Chris.
Yeah, nice rebound by Chris. And Tom Chambers was talking about Chris. Hey, he's got average double-figure rebounding, but remember, he's just 19, first year in the league, and I think he will get there.
Already 5
in his career.
Turnovers against the Suns. It's led to 5 points. Careless start here. Booker getting the oohs and ahs, and a pretty pass in traffic to Alex Len.
Yeah, heads-up play by Alex Len, continuing to run the floor because Booker got hung up in the air and was looking, and Alex Len was right there.
Len had 17 and 12 in the first inning, and there's Payton who sneaks in.
Yeah, see, Payton wasn't able to do that last night. Guards were a little bit different, and he's taking advantage of the size factor.
Magic by 1, coming up on 6 minutes remaining in the first.
And remember, the Warriors are one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Here's Len with a step back way off. And Orlando last or near the bottom in almost every offensive and defensive category. The hard-nosed Evan Fournier gets it to go.
Well, you mentioned mentioned Alex Len plays very, very well against this Magic team. His career has shown that, but he's got to get closer to the basket.
He's averaged close to 23 in the last 3 games against the Magic and close to 14 boards. Another back cut by Warren. And T.J. Warren now with 4.
Yeah, when T.J. Warren is in motion, he is so difficult to defend.
Much more effective when he moves. Vucevic with an air ball. Here come the Suns again. They've got some numbers. Marquise Chris going all the way. Knocked down by Len. Alex Len on the pretty follow. Payton the other way, and we have racehorse basketball. Loose ball foul. The officials, Ron Garrettson, the crew chief, along with Tyler Ford and Pat Frere.
Brought to you by... Point advantage over the Magic, 14-13 with 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Well, here's your chance to win and swim with the Dolphins at Dolphin Arizona. Enter for your chance to win the VIP Dolphin Swim Experience for 8 people. This experience includes beach club access, a behind-the-scenes tour, and Suns tickets. Enter to win at suns.com/DolphinAZ. Well, Steve and Annie, of course, that young Suns lineup was not able to produce a win the other night against Sacramento, but it was what the young core did after the game that carried far more weight and could have a much longer-lasting impact. The trio of Devin Booker, Tyler Ulis, and Alan Williams immediately after the game headed to the practice court to work on their shooting and overall chemistry together. Now, it wasn't a marathon session, but it wasn't a short one either. Now, also, these aren't the first players to have done this after a game throughout the history of the Suns organization. But when you consider their age and most young guys in a hurry to get out on the town, meet friends, family, whatever, this is another great example of these young guns' desire to get better and eventually become great together. Guys?
All right, Kerry. Annie and I often do that after games. We find a local schoolyard and just announce pickup games. 14-13 Suns. Rejected by Chris. Here comes Ulis straight down the middle. Alan Williams gets it to roll off the rim.
Yeah, he normally doesn't miss those shots. You know, just to follow up on Kevin's thought about those young guys going out together, and Marquise Chris was talking about, you know, I wish I had a best friend like that. Booker and Ulis, and here's the last block shot by Marquise Chris. And so with those guys going out and shooting together and just hanging out together, and we've heard the stories over and over about Tyler Ulis and Devin Booker, and they've known each other since 8th grade through the AAU days, and basically are not only best friends but like brothers. And to have somebody like that you have such confidence and trust in, and to know that this is a group here with the Suns that is going to grow together is going to be pretty special.
They've been fun to watch, too, particularly Ulis and Williams. You saw Chris go out with 2 fouls. Dudley replaces him. Magic by 1, 15-14, 4:27 left in the first.
So certainly a small team out there for the Suns.
small and young. 8 on the shot clock. Booker backs off on Fournier and lost the ball. Off the steal, it's Mario Hezonja who just checked in. Mario Hezonja from Croatia, Super Mario. Getting about 20 minutes per game since the All-Star break. Another deflection by the Magic, picked up by Vucevic.
Too many turnovers in this first quarter for the Suns.
7. This led to 9 points. Aaron Gordon with another display. Aaron Gordon, who returned to his home base last night, the Bay Area. Tough loss in front of friends and family. But also coming home tonight, former U of A star, putting on a show here.
It's his first year, and one of the things Earl Watson and Frank Vogel both were asked before the game, as far as Earl Watson had played for him when Frank was in Indiana as an assistant coach.
It was just a height of frustration.
But only compliments by both coaches for each other.
Magic by 5. Nice turnaround by Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic, who has become the cornerstone of Orlando's rebuilding plan. An 8-0 run. Orlando leading in fast break points 10-2. Here's another opportunity off the pick by Fournier, and trailing the play is Hezonja, and he's fouled hard by Alan Williams.
Well, and when you have a young team like the Suns are, getting a lot of minutes playing, that you're going to have a lot of mistakes, and you've got to play through the turnovers and the kind of turnovers that you're having, especially in this first quarter right now for the Suns. And so those are the things you have to fight through.
Yeah, this is the residual effect of playing the kids. The Suns shutting down Eric Bledsoe and Brandon Knight, Tyson Chandler. The organization looking to give the young guys a chance to play, grow, and show what they can do, and they're going to have to go through growing pains. Hey, catch every Suns game on the radio all season on Arizona Sports 98.7. Mario Hezonja had a 12-point game against the Suns last March. Shot just 3 for 10 last night. Played for Croatia at Rio Olympics.
Yeah, he's only 22 years old. He was a rookie last year, but he played in 79 games for them.
22-14, Magic by 8. 2:50 left in the first. The veteran Ronnie Price swings it out to Dudley for 3. And a whistle underneath and a push-off by Vucevic.
And that's where Williams is so good. When that ball goes up, he's got such great instincts to find out where he needs to be. Doesn't get too far underneath the basket, but he gets fouled there, and the ball will go to Phoenix.
And a timeout. We'll be back. here tonight. These are fans celebrating St. Patty's Day. Devin Booker in a crowd, and he is fouled by Fournier. His first. Jeff Green out there as well now for the Magic. And that is perfect, huh? He's perfect for St. Patty's Day, isn't he? Jeff Green.
That's right, Jeff Green. Don't let him get hot.
Inspiring comeback story, made all the way back from that open heart surgery. A year-long absence in 2011-12. And he kicked both. And Green did play for the Celtics, so that was perfect. His fifth team in 9 years.
The Suns getting a break, not turning the ball over. They've got 8 so far in this first quarter and 10 points for the Magic off those turnovers.
Ronnie Price finds Jared Dudley. Two veterans combining. Now here's Warren who sets it up.
There's good patience by the Suns, and they ran a lot of passes in that half court, but come up empty.
Vucevic grabs his 4th rebound. Averages just over 10 a game. Here's Fournier from deep. Fournier shooting 35% from downtown. A 12-0 spurt by the Magic to lead 25-14. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Rough first quarter for the Suns. Only 14 points. And getting killed on transition opportunities off turnovers like right here. Here's Hezonja. Recovered well for Fournier, and he drills it from 3. Evan Fournier with his 2nd from downtown has 11. And the Magic now by 14, their biggest lead. 11-2 at fast break points, and that stops the bleeding momentarily. Jared Dudley.
Yeah, big basket for Dudley, and as you said, it just, the Magic right now, they've got the tempo with all those turnovers.
Dudley with his first 2. Here's Fournier from the other corner. Jeff Green wrestles it away. And Alan Williams finally came away with it. Suns on the fly, and Ron Garretson calls a blocking foul on DJ Augustine.
Yeah, good quick play by TJ Warren. The contact was there, and Augustine just couldn't get set.
Augustine struggling on this road trip. And we'll put TJ Warren on the line. TJ's played great, averaging close to 17 points, 8 rebounds over the last 11 since the All-Star break. His shooting has been phenomenal, 61%. So efficient over that course of time.
I had a chance to talk to his college coach, Mark Gottfried, who had been at UCLA and had gotten to know Mark quite a bit when TJ was at NC State. And his last 2 games, Mark said he scored 83 points in 2 games. He had 42 and 41 points. So, you know, he's going to put shots up. He's going to get baskets made. And a lot of that has to do with time on the floor. And he's averaging 30 minutes a game now, where when P.J. Tucker was here, P.J. Tucker was getting a lot of those minutes.
You saw Bismack Biyombo come in, top-notch rim protector.
And remember, T.J. Warren was out 10 games. He had that head injury.
Here's Williams underneath and puts it in, plus the foul. Biyombo with the foul. Biyombo coming over last year.
Just a great pass by Ronnie Price. That's a tough angle to get that ball in there, but look at the position that Williams has. It just uses his body, gets wide. The lower you are, the wider you are.
So Toronto Raptor fouling Big Sauce, pulled the string on the free throw. Allen looking to improve from the stripe, just 61%. 28-20 Magic. 35 seconds to go in the first. The veteran DJ Augustine tries to get around a roadblock pick by Biyombo, and nothing but net.
Yeah, he was hot last night coming off the bench for the Magic.
8 teams in 9 years for DJ, a solid floor general. About a 7-second difference.
Played for Frank Vogel in Indiana.
Price with a bullet to Warren for the reverse. And a whistle underneath. Foul against the Magic.
Just a great setup play. Ronnie Price hanging back and making the eye contact with T.J. Warren on that cut.
2 quick fouls on Biyombo. And T.J. once again to the line where he's 2 for 2.
You talked about the shortage of guards for the Suns, and Ronnie Price getting an opportunity to play because of that. And with his experience, Earl Watson knows that he's another coach on the floor.
How ironic that there's a Suns guard shortage.
And didn't they start out with 6 or 7 at the beginning of the season?
Felt like they were in double figures in guards. Hezonja through traffic, uses the glass, and that'll do it. Suns just 8 for 18 in the first quarter. Magic shooting 12 for 26. And after one, it's Orlando 30, the Suns 22. You are watching Phoenix Suns basketball.
Then Jared Dudley. In 20 seconds, if you do so, you're going to walk away with an awesome autographed Jared Dudley jersey. Brooke, are you ready to play?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to get 20 seconds on the clock. On your mark, get set. Hold on. Let's hold it.
Seahawks shoes.
Don't hand it to us yet. Oh, and still that does mean you are the winner. Congratulations. In a Moscow Mule, all compliments of Kona Grill. Go ahead, try some. How is it?
Fantastic.
Head up to Kona Grill and get your own.
Winning the battle in the paint, 16-8.
Yeah, the Magic off those 12 field goals have 8 assists. Easier baskets off those fast break turnovers.
Pass by Hezonja. They're going to jump it up.
The Suns shooting over 44% from the floor. They've just taken 8 less shots than the Magic.
Suns have taken just 2 threes. They've hit one courtesy of Chris.
Well, two teams where the Magic are the worst three-point shooting team in the league, and the Suns are the worst defensive three-point shooting team.
Jeff Green raises up, deep 2, rattles out.
And a good block out by Jared Dudley.
Allen Williams with an elbow, and Green hit the deck. So that's 2 on Big Sauce.
It's really kind of a short bench for the Suns tonight too, but Williams lowers his shoulder, but Green reads it. Green knows exactly where he is, and he gets in a position and takes the hit.
I wouldn't be surprised if Earl Watson signals for Ann Myers Drysdale tonight. Hey, one UCLA person to another.
UCLA and Kent State playing tonight.
That's right. That's right.
Your Golden Flash?
We are going against each other tonight.
Is that why you have the blue on tonight?
Here's Williams. I was hoping people would think it was Green. because of St. Patty's Day.
Maybe
it's the
some
closest
do.
I've got.
Maybe some do. Maybe there's some colorblind out there.
Okay. Now, I was hoping it's actually turquoise, I guess. Right?
Yeah,
this, I don't know what it is. This is holding up my underwear right here. Alan Williams at the free throw line.
Is that one of those we're just going to pull it and pull
Yes, and like a flagpole, it comes flying out. But yeah, the Bruins of UCLA. No, that's not me and Annie, but.
I thought you were going to wear those Irish glasses that Al McCoy had.
Al's got the glasses. They look a lot better on radio. But Kent State playing UCLA this evening. Who do you like, Annie? I'm just kidding. Here's Jeff Green. Pulled the string on that one.
I think I'll stick with the Bruins.
I think you are probably doing the right thing for you and your fans. Go Flashes. Here's Ulis.
Now, Ulis is so good getting in the lane, whether he's going right or left with that little shot inside.
Worth another look.
And it just gets right past Augustine, just enough to go up. And he does such a great job going straight up when he rises.
Averaging just over 9 points since the All-Star break. Now, in this game of runs, the Suns with an 11-2 burst. And they're within 4 after trailing by 14. Suns picking up the intensity defensively. Dudley.
Jared Dudley with the push from behind on Biyombo. Right now the Magic really kind of having their way getting inside the lane, which just opens up more opportunities for them. So defensively, the Suns have got to pick up a little bit better in keeping them out.
Alan Williams goes out. Derek Jones Jr., who injured his tailbone on a spectacular block in the second quarter the other night against the Kings.
Yeah, that was a big fall, though.
Wow. That was an awkward fall. I'm surprised to see him out there. He's a trooper. Ulis with the catch and shoot. Got it to go. The friendly roll. Suns within 2. TJ Augustine, a New Orleans product. In fact, his family forced out by Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. Off the spin, Biyombo got it to go.
Yeah, Biyombo's in there for rebounding defense and not going to take a lot of shots, so not a good sign for the Suns when he's hitting a shot like that.
Has a couple of double-doubles in 9 career games against the Suns. Pushed by Augustine, his second.
Yeah, Ulis stop and pop. His high this season is 20.
That was in that amazing finish against the Celtics when he hit the game winner on a Sunday in Phoenix. Len. A flat-footed jumper. Watson. Nice give to Green. Couldn't convert. Ronnie Price always plays hard. Nice step around. Dudley, a little pocket pass into Len, and he's fouled by Green. 2 on Jeff Green. So 8:56 to go in the second. The Suns breathe.
start since John Wall did it for Washington back in 2011. Now, part of this late season move to play Ulis and the other young players is to give them a first-hand experience of what those extended minutes can do to your body as well, and also how they react playing the kind of starters minutes. Now, we should also mention that Ulis joining, well, a pretty famous son himself, that being one Steve Nash, having at least 12 points and more than 12 assists in his first start. So pretty elite company there for Tyler Ulis.
All right, K-Ray, and Tyler gets to go home tomorrow. The Suns leaving for Detroit tomorrow morning and play the Pistons on Sunday afternoon.
That's one of the things Earl Watson was talking about as far as Ulis. Is he's having fun out there. He's getting more comfortable with his game. He's getting more confident. And the biggest thing is, yes, how do you take care of your body? Not only eating-wise, sleeping-wise, you know, health-wise, and so that's so important for the young guys because they don't always know how to do that, especially on late games and when do you eat, what do you eat.
Suns on the 16-4 run, chance to top. Ulis to Jones Jr.
Tyler Ulis, so exciting, getting his teammates involved, and Jones Jr. out of the corner.
So an 18-4 blast here by the Suns. The Magic just 2 for their last 10. Hezonja, tough angle. Now 2 for their last 11. And the Suns can take the lead. Jones with a nice save.
Ronnie Price hadn't played as much with Jones Jr. He gets that outside shot, doesn't go down for him. But as you said, a nice save by Jones and presence of mind going after the ball.
There's Jeff Green posting up, turns and throws up the jump hook and gets the roll. Finally breaks the drought for the Magic. They recapture the lead. 7:35 left in the half. From the Valley of the Sun. And Augustine clipped Ulis off the top of the head. His third. 3 quickies off the bench for DJ.
Here's the alley-oop. And one thing that Tyler Ulis does too, and I don't think a lot of really good guards are given enough credit, but people will talk about Kyrie Irving is his ball handling. And as a point guard, you've got to know when to pick the ball up, when not to pound it so much and get rid of it. And Tyler Ulis' ball handling ability gets him to the basket.
Here's Tyler in traffic with that full extension move. So impressive. He's 4 for 4, has 8 points. And his third NBA start. We're all knotted up at 34. Elfrid Payton back. Gets it over to Aaron Gordon for the floater. He went glass.
Yeah, what a pretty shot.
Little teardrop by Gordon. Comes back on defense with a smirk on his face. Here's Ulis. Pass to the trailer Len, but he got stripped. Gordon the other way on the run out and got it back from Ross. Another dunk for Aaron Gordon.
Now the turnovers keeping the Magic with this lead. Otherwise, the Suns are doing a great job in this game, except the turnovers.
Orlando by 4. Ulis with a runner.
Well, once also Ulis can score, it's going to open up things for his teammates.
He has the advantage because opposition players think he's always going to pass the ball. He's got 8 in the quarter, 8 of his 10, and that's a sweet shot. C.J. Watson into the game, his 10th year out of Tennessee, and Ulis fouled by Payton. C.J. Watson, one of those experienced veterans. Payton with his first. Elfrid Payton. The interesting look.
Yeah, just in his 3rd year was drafted number 10 by Philadelphia.
Three-point games in his career against the Suns. Suns down 4.
You know, Watson played at Tennessee, went all 4 years undrafted.
Ulis with a step around.
Oh, nice pass.
The trailer land. Able to connect, and Jones Jr. with the flush.
I tell you, if it's not Jones Jr., it's Williams down low getting those offensive rebounds. And there's another nice pass by Tyler Ulis making that happen.
Jones Jr. long and lean. Here's that alley-oop earlier by Ulis, right on the money to Derek Jones Jr.